Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Best Bet with Rita. I'm your girl, Rita Great. Hey, so guys, let me start with this story. When I was relocating to Australia, so you know me now, Gege, I like to dress. I had all this I had very beautiful wardrobe and I wanted to show the world that I have good clothes. I packed all my beautiful high heels, packed all my genge dresses, everything I had, put in my bag, reached airport. First of all, it was even more than the kg. I didn't even look at the kg that we had. Oh, I was saying give and take. I would take off some things and leave some things. I didn't even check the weather condition of the country we're going to if I'll be needing all those heels. To cut this long story short, at the end of the day, I came to Australia without having the right essentials or the most important needful. And then I came here and I was regretting. All the heels I carried, my brother and sister, where am I wearing all those heels to? Because immediately I got to this country, I became an expectant mother. So those heels, I didn't even wear them. Even after the heels, my work was now, after delivering, my work was now a very hustle and bustle job that I didn't need all those heels. The truth is that I've even passed all those clothes over time. I've passed all those shoes over time. But the essential things I was supposed to carry while migrating or traveling overseas, I left them. So if you are like me that like traveling large or you don't even know what to carry when you're traveling, you don't even have an idea or you're thinking, is this essential? Is this needed? You're seeing people going traveling there. Not everything you see people abroad wearing, they carried it from their country or they bought all those things. And the truth is that most of the things are very, very affordable. But there are some essential things you cannot miss while traveling abroad. That's why today's topic I'm bringing because it's very, very important and timely. A lot of people be doing a lot of traveling. You know, now I've been bringing you videos about migrating, easiest way to travel. Go check a lot of my video about the easiest way to migrate to Australia, and which I know most of these things are very peculiar with other countries too. You can use those ideas to migrate to either UK, Canada, US, yes, because I do my research here before coming out with any of these ideas to give to you. You know, I'm a brand, I have to protect that brand. So, guys, if you're traveling abroad, overseas, or another country, there are let's say six essentials you must have in your bag or with you so that you are not stranded or you are not wasteful or you don't start regretting later in your journey. So, number one on my list, for those that are traveling to a place like Australia that is very far or wherever, please and please don't forget foodstuffs. If you can reduce your clothes load and ask people there, how do we get, if you, let's say you are from Africa migrating to a place like Australia, we are getting African foodstuff is a big issue. You are going to get it, but it takes time before you start getting acclimatized or adjusted into knowing all these places when you can buy those stuff. Some places you need to know people that are going to help you. What if you are going as a student where only what you know is your school? You don't know where all these foodstuffs are being sold. You don't even know where your shops are, or you are very fussy with food, or your system doesn't adjust to things very easily. Why not save yourself the drama and make sure that half of your load, in fact, majority of your load, is your foodstuffs? Carry the foodstuffs you are comfortable. I'm not saying you should go and carry, for those in Africa to go and carry palm oil. If palm oil can get into your bag or if your flight allows it, good and fine. Some flight don't allow it. But if your flight can, it's all on you. But please do not load your bag with things that are not necessary. If it is for books, you can always get books wherever you're traveling to. Most universities these days, in fact, almost all abroad, have online library. So you'll be doing lots of study in the library online. If you need to buy book, you can buy them online or through Amazon. But do not shortage or cheat yourself, cut your kg carrying clothes, carrying genge, carrying things that are not necessary. Make sure you have stock your bag with good foodstuff that can last you for a period of time. Minimum, maximum, let's say 3 months. Something that can last you for 3 months before you get yourself adjusted with wherever you are relocating to. You can imagine someone relocating to a place like Russia that is so cold. And then you have to first of all deal with weather, changing of weather. Then you now start dealing with how to get your kind of food. This applies to every country. A lot of some countries are very lucky, like here, people from India, they have lots of Indian shops. So they might not even need to come with foodstuffs. Okay, but there are countries, there are people where they have some specific food they cannot do without. So you can't migrate to a far journey or a far country without even coming with essential, the things you cannot do without, like foodstuffs. And you're going with just clothes, you are going to regret it. Please don't make this mistake. Make sure you have foodstuffs, or at least the ones for survival for the meantime. Number two thing, essentials that you shouldn't travel abroad without is two, your driving license. Before you travel or relocate or migrate to another country, please learn how to drive, because there are a lot of driving opportunities. And the truth is that in most countries, if you want to get a job, they ask you for your driving license. Let's say you are maybe to pick clients up, or the job requires driving. In fact, most jobs these days require you to know how to drive. And again, it gives you an upper advantage. You go to a country, you just get yourself prepared, learn how to drive, get your driving license of your country, even if it doesn't suffice where you're going to, but at least it shows that you were driving before you cannot convert to the country's license. It saves you a lot of time, it saves you the stress, and it saves you money, and it gives you advantage in getting a job even while as a student, because most jobs will need you to drive. And if you don't have a license that's going to help you do those kind of job, you're going to be stranded, or you're going to short circuit yourself from opportunities. And remember, I will always say, what is success? Success is opportunity meeting with preparation. So I'm helping you prepare now. If you're migrating to a country, do not go there without a driver's license. Always make sure you have the license of your country, be it temporary, be it permanent, but make sure you have a driving license. I don't want to tell you the experience I had. I didn't go with a license. I came to a country and then it took me over, guys, 3 years. 3 years where my mates, everyone was driving, people were getting jobs I could just get like flip of hands. It took me how many years to start? And because the truth is that in your country it might be easier to get this license, but overseas, take for a country, I always talk about the country where I am, Australia. To get that full license that you get in just one try in your country, to get a full license in Australia, first of all, the L license is for a year. If you're fast enough, you can do your L for 3 months, 6 months, and then you do the test. You do the DKT, knowledge test. You do hazard perception test. And then you do the practice test, which is the horror of everyone. Before you pass that test, hey, God. And at that test, you are going to be getting a P. P is for a year. After a year, you get a green P, provisional license. That's for 2 years. After 2 years, before you're getting the full license, see how many years you have wasted, and you would have gotten a license from your country, and all you just needed was to come and do a test and convert. So be wise, my brothers and sisters. Whenever you're relocating, you're traveling to another country, please have a driver's license and learn how to drive. Number three, very important, and a lot of people forget this and have been a victim, is medication or first aid. Please, if you're traveling, you're going to be flying to another country, you're going to be staying there for a period of time, please go with medication. And one of the prescribed medication that I will tell you is medication for diarrhea, because food changes can destabilize your body. You can start having diarrhea, you can start purging, your system might just have some upset. So you need those kind of things that can help stabilize your system, so that you don't get distracted, or your journey start having so many hazard inside. Please, I remember one time we were traveling to Kenya while I was a student. We went for a journey, and then we went to Kenya. We went to Nairobi, and then they gave us one good meal. We ate. We had to go for a debate competition the next day, and all the team that went for that, we all had diarrhea. We all had running stomach. Some was running to toilet, running out, running to toilet, running out. We couldn't concentrate. I don't even know how we were able to do that competition that day, but I know that it affected our performance and we didn't do well in that competition because every one of our team had diarrhea, were purging, if we were so destabilized and we didn't achieve our goal. Please never make that mistake on a country like Australia, where you cannot just you can't even just go to the hospital and just tell them to give you any kind of drugs. You will need them, you really need them to sorry, you need them to you need a doctor's prescription. You can't just get anything you want just like that. You need a doctor's prescription. So save yourself the stress, and it takes time. Okay, imagine you are having diarrhea. Imagine you have diarrhea on a plane. You could just open your whatever. Like for people in Africa, Flagy does a lot of help for us. You could just take your Flagy and help yourself. And imagine that you don't have Flagy, you don't have the right medication. You just suffer for something you would have helped yourself. Or you carry some first aid like paracetamol, because everywhere you can take paracetamol without doctor's prescription. Have like paracetamol, have like something that's going to help you for purge your stomach upset. Don't travel without those essential. Number four, please, whenever you're traveling abroad, anywhere you don't know of a place for your first time, go with either a family photo or an extra identification apart from international passport. We've heard a lot of stories, a lot of people got missing, a lot of people that got kidnapped or they missed their way, and the only way they could find them was either through their photo, or maybe you get to a place where you don't have any means, or people find you, maybe someone's kidnapped or something happened, let's say unforeseen circumstances, you lost your passport. But if you have like a family photo, someone can take it and put on Facebook or social media and say, do you know this person? Can you identify this person? People start contacting. A lot of people have been found with that. Don't travel to another country without any means of identification apart from an international passport. We've seen a lot of people that maybe people that do human trafficking, they deceive them that they were going for study, deceive them they were going for job, and then they get to that country, and then this whoever madam or guys sees their passport from them. They have no means of communicating with anybody. They have no way of identifying them, or they have no way of making people know that they are here and there. But smart ones always go with something to identify them that is not just their international passport. Be smart. Have something to identify you that is not only your international passport you're traveling. You can have, like, if you have a spouse, have like a spouse photo, child photo, family photo, something that's going to identify you. Please don't just travel alone with just your international passport and say, oh yeah, this is all I want. And remember, even in that your whatever identification, do not forget your visa paper. Even if some people's visa on their phone, have extra paper for it. Have something to identify you or to help you when you are stranded. Think outside the box. Don't just go with the things that you've been asked. Go with extra in case of something happens that you cannot help yourself out. And this number five, some people think it's not necessary, but it's very, 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 very important. It has saved a lot of lives. Is power bank or universal charger. Do you know whether that country you're going to there will be light? Or even if there's no power or whatever, do you know if your phone power can carry you all through that journey? There's a lot of unforeseen things that happen while people travel or relocate or migrate. So that you're not stranded, people are trying to get to you. Some people embark on a journey and for 4 days, 1 week, nobody's able to get to them. I will even prescribe or advise that you have two power banks fully charged or a universal charger, because a lot of countries have different adapter. I come from Nigeria, and then we have this 3 mat adapter we use. While I was coming, I didn't know Australia had a different adapter, and it really hindered us from charging. For in fact, I'm trying to share my experiences with you people or my viewers, so you don't make the same mistake I made. So you now start go to another country, you have to research what kind of adapter these people use, or to save yourself all those stress, just get a universal charger so that you can as well help yourself for the period of time before you can help locate where you need this country's charger or whatever. Or what if you're on the flight for, let's say, 24 hours, like movement from Nigeria to Australia? So many countries, to some take days to get to where we have connecting flights here and there, and your phone goes off. And some people, they have to look, maybe their connecting flights is on their phone. People just get missing in the airport because they don't have power on their phone. And then maybe the flight details, they didn't print it out. That's why I said, when you're going, have extra document. Don't just go with what you have. Some people, their flight is on their phone, so they didn't bother to print it out. And you're not supposed to print out your flight details, so you know, for those that want are going to be doing connecting flight, so you know, like an airport like Singapore airport, if you don't have the right direction or you don't know where you're going, you get missing, because Singapore airport is so big, or Abu Dhabi. Like, these airports are so big, they have different flight takeoffs, and you just get missing because you didn't prepare yourself, or all your document, everything is on your phone, and you didn't come with a charger or a power bank. Please, whenever you are traveling abroad, going for or wherever you're migrating, please go with a power bank, universal charger, or something that keeps your phone on 247. Don't say I didn't tell you, please. And lastly, the most important essential you cannot do without while traveling is a small reserved cash. A lot of country are cashless. They just do with their card, yes. But do not make that mistake of traveling to a country without a reserved cash saved in your pocket or somewhere in your bag or in your hand luggage. It saves a lot. What about people that misplace their bag, that misplace their wallet, that misplace important and you don't even have like any cash to purchase either a SIM card, you don't even have any cash with you to help yourself out, or to, like, you can't even just, like, even that small cash, you can use it to go to a bureau de change and change to that country's currency. At that point, it's going to save you. Don't travel to a country just by faith or just with your card. Okay, what if you are expecting, like, okay, I was flying from Singapore to Perth, and because my all the international flights I had from Nigeria, I was being fed in the plane. Imagine I don't have an extra cash. The flight from Singapore to Perth, we were to pay for our feeding in the flight, and I was so famished and so hungry. Imagine I didn't have some dollars with me to pay. That's how I would have flown that 8 hours, with 5 hours, hungry. And those air hostesses were just moving left and right, serving people food. And imagine I didn't have what to pay. It would have been so disastrous. Maybe I would have fainted of hunger. Not every flight feeds you. You might say, yes, it's an international flight. But some flights you will have to pay for what you eat. So save yourself the journey. As much as you're converting everything, you're putting everything in your account, domiciliary or whatever, pounds, whatever account, you're going cashless, you're only going with your card. Please and please, for God's sake, not to get stranded or to save you from circumstances you did not plan for, have extra cash saved inside your pocket, saved inside your hand luggage, or somewhere that only you can find out. Don't travel without extra cash. I know that there are so many things, so many essentials, but these ones have saved life, have helped me, have asked people, I've seen it work over time. Please, I'll reiterate again. Don't forget to travel or migrate with important food stuff that you can't do without. Don't forget your driving license, medication or first aid in case of any health hazard that you cannot control. Please go with extra document, family photo with you, or something to identify you apart from your international passport. In case of anything happens, don't make that mistake to travel without a power bank or universal charger. And lastly, have a reserve cash for unexpected buying or unexpected payment. Like, let me share this last experience. We reached somewhere. I didn't even know that we had to pay for even hand luggage. Imagine we didn't have money to pay for hand luggage. So reserve cash will always save you the day and save you the embarrassment. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, support us. Share, subscribe, please. It's free. Subscription is free. Just click on the subscribe button. Help us subscribe, share this channel, love on us, and keep checking on Best Bet with Rita. Thank you so much for listening. I'm really grateful to have you here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you so much.